Our next guest has been on quite a journey. She's turned an accident into a meaningful way to find her inner courage, and now she's helping others find theirs. For more, let's bring in Hacia Atherton.
Yeah.
I got it a bit tongue-tied there.
That's okay.
Now, thank you so much for coming into the studio and talking with us. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, 2017, you got crushed by a horse while training to qualify for a very special event. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So I was training to qualify my young horse to go to the World Equestrian Games. And while I was training, she actually reared up vertically and I came off her back, and my weight coming off, she lost her balance and her back legs gave way and she came crashing down on top of me.
Quite an ordeal. How was, I imagine that would have been very traumatic for you at the time. Now, you're an accountant.
Yes.
You've got your CPA. You've used your corporate strategy on a way to kind of find your courage and find a way to walk again.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, so the accident pretty much crushed my world and crushed my pelvis. I broke my pelvis and both my hips, and the doctors weren't sure if I was ever going to walk in any meaningful way. So it was such a big strategy to teach myself to walk again. I spent 6 months in hospital learning how to do it all, and because I had that corporate background, I was able to bring that structure of developing a strategy into my personal journey of learning to walk again.
Fantastic. Now, one thing that sucks about all this is you've been left in some chronic pain every day, but you found the courage to live your fullest life and be a master of your pain. How have you kind of achieved that?
Yeah, so basically I schedule time in to spend time with my pain. So instead of trying to run from it or block it out, I actually have an alarm. I spend half an hour really setting with it, crying in the shower or doing whatever I have to do. And then when that alarm goes off, I practice gratitude. So I take my dogs for a walk, or I go for a run, or get on my bike, or something I'm really grateful for. And by spending time and respecting my pain, it's got its space to kind of overwhelm me. And then I use gratitude to shift my mind and my focus away from that pain.
Now, Hacia, we have a piece of vision from your recovery. Hopefully we can play that for everyone right now. Do we have that on? So tell us, what was that? How was that?
So that was after one of my surgeries. I've had 15 surgeries since the accident, where they fused one of my SI joints in my pelvis. And I have to say that was probably one of the most excruciating walks I've ever done. It was a few meters, but it felt like a lifetime doing that walk.
Yeah. You've left us a really good quote. It's called "Looking from Inwards to Outwards." Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so before the accident, I was very focused inwards. My goals of dressage, my goals of study, it was all internal goals. Then the accident happened and I started focusing outwards to how my journey can inspire courage and passion and inspiration in other people. And I never looked inwards at achieving things for myself anymore. Now I look outwards on how I can support other people to achieve their dreams and goals.
How are you doing that, helping others to achieve their dreams?
So I do that through my keynote speaking as well as my courage coaching, and I really sit and listen to people about what they want to achieve, and then that self-doubt conversation that comes in and go, I can't do it, I can't, and just really working with them to shift that mindset. And I use my journey of learning to walk again and rebuilding a life from literally having it crushed under a horse, and connect that to what they're doing and their experiences, just so they can connect with that inner courage to overcome that negative I can't talk.
Yeah. Now, you made a really good comment before we came on set, that we grew up with courage because when we were babies, we actually taught ourselves to walk.
Yeah.
And we've trialled over and over again to kind of, get up off the ground and do it that way. How has that been received from others?
I think that's a very powerful thing that helps people to realise that we all have courage. Because so many people come to me and say, I don't have courage. And when I say that journey of when you're a kid, you stood up, you fell over, you stood up, you fell over, you failed again and again, and now look at you, you're walking. And then people realise, wow, I've actually achieved so much in my life, coming from a child to an adult, and all those steps going to school for the first day took courage. And then I think when people have more of that youthful mindset in their adult bodies, it lets them connect with that courage so much more.
Yeah. Now, Hacia, just before we go, what's next for you?
What's next for me? I want to keep growing my courage coaching business and my keynote speaking, and just really inspire people to see their remarkable full potential and connect with that inner courage and realise they can. If you have a can-do, will-do attitude, you can achieve incredible things.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in, sharing your story. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you in.
Thank you.
And all the very best as well.
Thank you very much.